understand you got a few things at Comic-Con.
I got a couple things. Most of what I paid for are photos and stuff with celebrities, but a couple of things I did get. I did get my obligatory comic book, which I also got. I think we both got these independently of each other.
Yeah, it's true.
The original Carnage.
Mm-hmm.
And we got these independently of each other. I think that just means that we both have good taste in comic books. I also got one of the latest Avatar: The Last Airbender comic book, graphic novel compilations, and I'm really glad about these. These are so fun to read. As a bit of a comic book collector myself, always kind of hunting down rare comic books, I found that Comic-Con is actually a really good place to go comic book shopping. I mean, fancy that, Comic-Con.
Yeah.
Some vendors will charge you up the wazoo for comics, but some of them you can actually find some really good deals on and stuff, especially considering the condition that they're in. So what else did you get at Comic-Con? I'm seeing a couple things right there as well.
Oh, no, this is just...
Oh, yes.
But I did get a bat. Now, this is no ordinary bat, and you're thinking, why did you buy a bat of all things? This is no ordinary bat. It is a Brooklyn Crusher Model CS29 Cold Steel Athletics Unbreakable baseball bat. You can actually destroy a cement block with this thing. So it's cool, and I thought, hey, if I ever need to defend myself, I have a handy dandy baseball bat.
Or if you ever need to beat the crap out of a baseball, then you have a bat for it.
Yes.
Now, tell me a little bit about your experience regarding the shows and the panels. Like, what panels stuck out to you?
There was this really good panel where these twin girls, who are both really attractive, they write sci-fi novels, and apparently they're decently known. And some other authors were up there. One woman, she helped with some Star Wars novels. And it was just really cool because they were able to talk about writing and how to make a good book and what are some pitfalls and what to avoid. And James Stashner and Brandon Mull did the same thing. And so those were like, for writing purposes, those were so valuable. And so, like for $78 to see all of these cool things, that's like the best deal, I think, ever.
Highly valuable. The interesting thing about Comic-Con, and when people talk Comic-Con, I think we get into this mindset that we're gonna go see celebrities because that's what is advertised. But in actuality, a lot of Comic-Con is you get to try things in the arts that you're interested in. They had panels, even though we didn't attend these, panels on how to break into voice acting, panels on how to jumpstart your novel writing, or panels on how to write a comic book, storyboarding, writing screenplays, things like that. So if you're interested in maybe pursuing any of these as a career, broadcasting, they even had people from Disney come in and share, like how to, do stuff that, Disney is interested in. And, so if you're interested in any of these types of these fields, like animation or any of these things, Comic-Con really is kind of a good place to meet professionals in the business that you otherwise wouldn't meet.
Yeah, exactly. So it gives you a lot of information and various things you're interested in. Like there's even R2 unit building station where you can learn how to build your own R2 unit.
What are some other panels that stuck out to you?
It was cool to see the guy from Arrow.
Are we talking about Manu Bennett?
Yeah, Manu Bennett.
Mm-hmm.
He, I mean, his was probably the least entertaining, but that being said, it was still a solid panel.
Yeah.
Just to hear about his background and some where he started in his acting career. And we got to learn, and this was what I was excited about. I haven't read the series, but the Shannara book series, which is very extensive. There's tons of books. A lot of people I know have told me about it and really liking it. And they're coming out with the Shannara Chronicles TV series next year, which stars that actor, Manu Bennett, and I definitely want to check it out.
Yeah, that's really cool, and it was a really good panel. A couple panels I got to go to that you didn't go to. I went to Sebastian Stan, the guy who plays the Winter Soldier in Captain America 2, and Ant-Man.
Wait, you got to meet Ant-Man?
No, he's in Ant-Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I was gonna say. Okay.
In one of the ending credit thing, yeah, he's in the Captain America movies. But it was a really interesting panel. He talked about how his pants kept falling down during the middle of the during the middle of production, and he said it was really hard to look tough and stuff when his pants kept falling down. And sometimes, they were trying to do these fight scenes and everything, and like someone would accidentally punch him, and it was pretty great. And got to go to the Chris Evans panel. There was lots of hype for that. It was so packed in there, and they had to have a special lottery to get in. Anyway, so I was fortunate enough to get in, and it was really exciting. It was a really amazing atmosphere, and Anthony Mackie was hilarious. He talked about how black men have chest hair that looks like curly taco meat.
Yeah.
and that's like the only thing I took out of that. But yeah, he also talked a little bit about how him and Chris Evans and the guy who plays Vision in Avengers 2 had a push-up competition off set, and how he whooped everybody. But yeah, I thought it was a great con, and maybe without any further ado, I mean we can watch some more footage.
Yes, and I noticed we say "without further ado" a lot on our shows, both me and you.
Really? That makes sense.
Yes. So without further ado, we're gonna show Comic-Con. Roll the reel.